happy Saturday. Today is Saturday. Today is the day after our 45th president was sworn into office yesterday. I watched it, you guys. I know a lot of people were like boycotting, saying they weren't going to watch it. I really don't see the point of not watching it. There's nothing we could do at this point. This man is our president. And I wanted to see, you know, what he had to say as far as his plans and some of the things that he said. I was like, okay, well, that would be great if that would actually happen, or, you know, would be fair to everyone. But most of what he said I felt was like just BS. And yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to stay positive, be the best me I can be, you know, try to be aware, be conscious. And I just also heard, you guys know I work for the government, and we were up in arms because we got some like inside information. I want to say, like, none of this stuff has been come out to be what's really gonna happen, but when you work for the government, sometimes you do get information before the rest of the world because you're in it, you know, you're in the politics and that sort of thing. And they were saying, like, basically government workers, the new presidency, they're going to try to cut some of our benefits that we have to give some of the new cabinet people more money than, you know, they have or what they would have been getting. And I'm just like, nobody's safe, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working at my job almost 20 something years. I started when I was a very young girl. I don't even think I was old enough to drink yet. And, you know, I've earned my spot. I've earned my salary, all that sort of thing. And my benefits, you know, the government, well, at least in New York, the benefits are pretty good. And now to hear possibly that some of our benefits can be cut or taken away, it's like nobody's safe. You know what I mean? Like, just don't think because you got a good job and whatever, like, I don't know, y'all. So I'm just keeping hope alive. And, you know, we got a little bit of money saved and some investments and things like that, because you just don't know what the hell is going to happen. But, you know, I'm hoping that he does well. I'm hoping that all this shit he's talking about, that he's for the people and these changes are going to happen and blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping that he makes good on these promises. But as I told you guys, I have no faith in politicians, and it's all BS until they get into office. And then when they get into office, it's still BS. It's just a big show, big song and dance. They look out for their friends and their colleagues, and that's how it is in the real world. What makes us think it's any different in government? It really isn't. But, you know, what can we do? So today, you guys, I'm gonna come to you and share a quick story time, because like I said, I'm trying to keep content current and flowing on the channel. And you guys have been great with communicating with me and just showing love, and I truly appreciate that. I really, really do. And I have so many freaking story times, you guys. My life has been one hell of a ride thus far, and it will continue, I'm sure. So as I think of things like that has happened in my life, little funny stories or quirky things, I definitely try to jot them down so I can remember. And like I said, you guys, I feel like this vlog channel is sort of my virtual diary. And, you know, for friends and family in the future, when Crystal is long gone and just a memory to the world, let's hope that's not for a very long time, but hey, you never know. At least there's some of my life and, you know, how I felt about things, and things that maybe nobody else would have known unless I shared them will be out there, you know, for somebody to look back on. And that's the great thing I feel about vlogging. You don't need to share every single piece 24 hours of your life and every single private thing. You don't need to do that to capture your life, you know, to capture certain things. Well, at least I don't. I ain't throwing no shade, but I'm just saying, like, that's just how I feel. And like I told you guys, that for me, like in my family, people that have passed on, like I feel so sad that I don't have like a lot of memories, like pictures and videos and things like that. And that's kind of hurtful, you know. So at least for my family, you know, and friends that were close to me and stuff, they could check out my vlog channel and be like, that girl was always crazy, right? All right, so I'm actually scrolling through my phone. I have look at this, y'all. I don't know if you can see all of that. I don't even know if you can, but this is all stuff that I want to do on YouTube or want to talk about. I always have a running list. Sometimes I get to this stuff and sometimes I do not. So I'm just looking to see which story time I can share with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna share the time when I was in junior high school and I wanted to fit in, which has never well, as I got older, I learned that the fitting in was not me. But when I was in junior high school, which I'll get to the story, I wanted to fit in, right? So here we go. This is the story about the time I glued a cross-color paper thing from a magazine on my shorts because I wanted to have cross-color shorts and I did not. Okay, so junior high school, how old are you? 11, maybe 10, 11, 12, that sort of thing. Now during that time or whatever, like we had, you know what I mean, it wasn't like my parents couldn't have purchased me a pair of cross-color shorts. But the one thing that I'm appreciative in my household was that everything had to be earned. My parents did not play that you're gonna get everything, I'm gonna buy you whatever you want, that sort of thing. No, we had to earn everything. Your grades had to be together, your attitude had to be together. Like, my parents was just not giving us stuff just because they had it. It was, you have to earn it. And even sometimes when you earned it, the lesson was you don't get everything you want. And I'm glad I learned that from a young age because it definitely has helped me as an adult, you know, with life and things like that. But as a child, you know, you don't realize these things. You don't understand why, you know, your parents do certain things. Okay, so I went to a gifted and talented junior high school. You had to take a test to get into the school. So you can imagine, like, the kids in this school, some were very privileged and well off, smart asses and all that type of thing. Although I was always very smart, I wasn't the kid coming to school with all the latest and the greatest of things, you know. Like, my parents shopped at like Sears and JC Penney's, what's that, Alexander's. Remember Alexander's, you guys? Like, frugal stuff, you know, working class folks that you can buy a good amount of stuff for your kids and not break the bank, right? So during this time, cross colors was out, and everybody wanted or had the cross colors clothing. I actually been looking for cross color shit now. I went to this vintage shop. Y'all know I always go left, so go left with me for a second. I went to this vintage shop maybe about a month ago, and they had all these 90s fashions, right? Now, my style is very, very different from when I was a child, but I do still like to rock my tomboyish clothes because I like to be relaxed. I like my things to be loose fitting at times and just very chill, laid back sort of fashion. Mostly on the weekends, that's just how I dress. But you know, in the 90s, that was really the style. Even the girls, we wore baggy jeans and boots and baseball caps and, you know, just boyish looking clothes. And I embraced those styles, okay? So I remember when cross colors became very popular. I remember a lot of the kids in the school, you know, everybody was getting like the jackets and the shorts and all the t-shirts. I think the cheapest thing probably was a t-shirt, which might have been like 20 bucks or something like that. And my grades were always pretty good, but I've always had this personality, you know. And although I was not disrespectful to my parents, I always questioned things, you know. Like, my parents couldn't just tell me, go sit down, blah, 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 be quiet, blah, 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 because I would always be like, but I'm not wrong, you know, this is why I feel this way, and not being disrespectful. But Crystal always spoke up for herself and felt like my voice needed to be heard, which definitely gave my parents a run for their money. But whatever, I think they did a good job, and I think now that I'm an adult, my parents can appreciate my strong personality a little bit more, you know, because it has helped me a lot in life, and I'm very good with, you know, talking to people and expressing and helping others express themselves as well. Okay, so I come home, you know, one night and basically had this whole plan in my head of I was going to do all my chores, clean my room, you know, be extra nice to mom and try to butter her up. So when the weekend came, I already had this in my head, you know, I would start doing all this stuff from like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I was just gonna be like this extra good kid and do all this stuff. So then when the weekend came, and usually we would go shopping on the weekend, food shopping, and, you know, do little errands with my mom and stuff. And I was gonna lay it on my mom, like, oh mom, you know, like, I've been doing so good, blah, blah, you think you could buy me something? Which I did anyway, but, you know, cross colors, like I said, was a little more expensive, and, you know, things had to be earned in my house. So that was my plan, you guys, and I thought that this plan was gonna work, and, you know, it was just gonna be great. I was gonna go to school and blah, blah, blah. Here's the other thing. My junior high school, we wore uniform, okay? So it's not even like I could bust out in some shorts and a t-shirt, you know, every day. We wore uniform. So what happened is field day. You guys remember field day? I think they still have field day now for the kids. It would be the day where you didn't really go to class. You went to like a big park and you played all these sports and all that. That was the day when you could wear whatever the hell you wanted to wear. So my field day was coming up not too, you know, long in advance. And I, in my head, knew that I wanted to be fresh to death. I wanted a pair of purple cross-color shorts and the white t-shirt cross colors with the cross color logo in the middle, right? I always had sneakers though. That was the one thing that I was really, really into as a kid, and my parents usually bought me whatever sneaker that I want. Like, that was the one thing that I got, that if I asked for it and grades were good, I got sneakers, right? So I never really was pressed for that, because I knew that if I went to my dad or if I went to my uncles or aunts, whatever, if I wanted a pair of Jordans, if I wanted a pair of Timberlands, I was going to get those. That was the one thing I knew I could get. Everything else, you guys, was a struggle. So, all right, weekend comes, mom's doing, you know, shopping here and there. I know we ended up in the mall somewhere, and this is when I lived in Queens. So we passed by some store, couldn't tell you what the name of it was, but whatever store it was, probably like one of those little urban stores, they sold cross colors, right? So I told my mom, I was like, Ma, you know, on field day, I'm going to be able to wear whatever I want, and I kind of want to wear something different, you know, because we always have to wear a uniform and blah, blah, blah. My mom was with it. She was like, all right, cool. You know, let's go check it out. Tell me what you want, you know, and we'll see. That was always a we'll see, right? So we go into this store, and of course, everything is like super expensive. And I could clearly remember my mother's face in my head, like looking at the stuff, looking at, you know, the things that are in there, not even what I was asking for, just kind of browsing and like, who's paying this for this? You know what I mean? Like, it was totally like overpriced shit. But everything in there was like name brand. Polo was popular then. Cross colors. What else? Fila, I think, was popular. I'm trying to think what else. Guess jeans, the whole Guess thing. Like, so this store had like all that type of stuff. So while she's looking, I'm looking too, because I'm like, all right, I'm going to get these two pieces. I'm going to tell her what I want. I gave her more than enough time, you know, whatever. So I should be able to get these. Found a pair of purple cross-color shorts. They were jeans. Oh, Jabot. Remember Jabot? Jabot was popular. I had a few pieces of Jabot. I found the pair of shorts that I wanted. All I can tell you is they were almost $100. That's all I remember. And because I used to wear my clothes really big, I think I picked up like the shorts. They were like 3 sizes too big for me. My mother had a problem with that. But whatever. And then the t-shirt, like I said, the t-shirt I wanted probably was like $20, $25, something like that. And then I saw like a pair of socks and something else. So basically I picked up everything that I wanted, brought it over to my mom, and I was like, this is what I want to wear. You know, you don't have to get it now, but I just want to show you this is what I want, blah, blah, blah. Right? So my mother, like I said, was like, I'm not buying these shorts this big. Like, these shorts are going to be falling off of you. You know what I mean? Whatever. And I was like, Ma, that's the style. I need my shorts baggy, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, what is the hype about this? She didn't think it was cute. She was like, oh, you're going to pay all this money for that little patch that says cross colors. I was like, yes, it's name brand. Like, this is how much stuff costs. She's like, we'll see, right? Again, we'll see. So I was like, okay, Ma, but, you know, I don't have that much time. And I don't want it to be sold out. This is the color that I want, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, could you at least buy a t-shirt now? She's like, I'm not buying nothing now. Put it back. I still got to go get A, B, and C, whatever on the list. She's like, I'll keep it in my mind, in the back of my mind. This is what you want, right? Y'all, that was the last time I ever went to that store. Because months passed. I'm reminding my mother every, you know, whatever other week or whenever. Ma, don't forget. Like, I need my shorts. Like, I need blah, 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 right? And then she didn't see, she kept saying like, all right, yeah, we'll see, but never did we go back to the store. Never did she, like, cause sometimes she would come home with bags and my ass would always think that she had picked up my stuff. And when my mom used to like buy stuff for me and my brother, like, that we wasn't expecting, like, we had our own rooms, she would leave it like on our bed. So every day my ass would be coming home from school, rushing to my room, hoping to see them damn shorts and that t-shirt on my bed. I had shit on my bed, y'all, but it was never the damn shorts and the t-shirt that I wanted. Fast forward, we are like 2 weeks away from field day. Now I'm getting pissed and mad and all that type of stuff, right? I remember my mom being in her bedroom. It was like late in the night, and I come in there, right, with this sad face, right? That shit didn't work on my mom. It worked on my pops, but not on my mom. And she's like, what you want, right? And I'm just like, Ma, like, field day is blah, blah, blah. You didn't buy my shorts, right? So she must have been in a mood or didn't have the money or didn't want to spend the money. And she's like, let me tell you something. I'm not spending almost $100 for some pair of shorts that you're probably going to wear once or twice, and that's it. She was like, you could get the t-shirt, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time and blah, 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 right? And I was like, Ma, I cannot get the t-shirt and not get the shorts. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? She was not trying to hear me. I was sad. I was crying or whatever. And she's like, you be all right. Don't worry about it. You be all right. She's like, why you want to look like everybody else anyway? I was like, I don't want to look like everybody else. I was like, this is what I want. I don't know if other people are going to have the same color scheme, whatever. She's like, nah, be different, right? But like, whatever, Ma. So then I call myself being slick, right? And I was like, well, she ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna just ask my father. And I remember my parents always telling us, like, don't try to play us against each other, because then you really ain't gonna get nothing, right? But in my mind, I was just like, my pops would take me right away, whatever. You know, he was a little different when it came to stuff. I usually got stuff from him a lot easier. But Mom was the person that did all the shopping and all of that. So that's, you know, the person, sometimes he would be like, oh, go to your mother. But I don't know why did I think he was not going to discuss these clothes with my mom. But my dad came home. That's that same night. Like, I was sad and crying, whatever. And I remember he was in the kitchen and my mom was asleep, or at least I thought she was asleep. And I came downstairs and I'm like, hey, Daddy, whatever. He's like, what's up? Hey, what's going on? And I was like, nothing. You know, the whole like sad. He's like, what's the matter with you? So I was like, well, I don't know if I should tell you. You know, like that whole thing. He's like, no, you know, you can tell me anything. I'm like, all right, well, you know, my school's field day is like in 2 weeks, and I really want this certain outfit, and Mom even said it was okay, but you know, she hasn't had the time to go pick it up and blah, blah, blah. So he's like, oh, okay, well, I should have some time. I think he said over the weekend or whatever, you know, and he's like, I'll take you. Don't worry about it. I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, you know what you want? And I was like, yeah. But he didn't know the damn shorts were almost $100 and whatever. So the next day, right, I'm in my mind, I'm good. Like, my dad's gonna take me, whatever. You guys. The next day, my mom, I'm thinking everything's all good. I come home, I have a bag on my bed. Now, y'all know, I walked into my room, I was hype, because I'm thinking, yes, my dad either told my mom or my dad went and got it, put it on my bed, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what was in that motherfucking bag, y'all? I swear, like, I wish I had these pictures, because I have a fucking picture of me in fucking, ugh. On the bed was some shorts and a shirt. It was not cross colors, you guys. My mom went and bought me some, they wasn't even jean shorts. They was like some cotton, cheapy, I don't know, shorts with like pockets on the side, right? They were purple, but they were not the shorts that I wanted. She bought me a t-shirt. It was not cross colors, but it had some purple butterfly stupidness on it. And my mom had the nerve to write me a note and said, picked up your outfit for field day. Your dad told me that you were really concerned about your outfit, so here you go, right? My mom was, So, I was so pissed, y'all. I might have threw that shit across my room. I remember, like, screaming or yelling into my pillow. I know I was just being a brat, but I was pissed, right? So, my brother comes upstairs, and he's like, I heard mommy talking about you downstairs, whatever. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, mommy was on the phone talking to somebody about you, talking about, oh, you think you was slick because you asked daddy for some shorts, some $100 shorts or whatever. She already told you no. I'm like, motherfucker, right? So now I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to get these shorts, you know what I mean? And mind you, my ass done already told all my little friends, oh yeah, my mom got me cross-color shorts. Oh, I can't wait, blah, 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 right? And they're like, oh, you got them? You got them? And I'm like, yeah, I got them. Knowing damn well I did not have them. So, Creative Crystal goes into like, bitch, you cannot go to school and not have no cross-color shorts because they're going to clown you and you ain't going to never be able to live it down, right? So in my mind, I'm like, all right, well, I wasn't stealing nothing. I couldn't think of no other way. I have no money. I couldn't think of no other way to get these cross-color shorts but to make them myself, right? Bad idea. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, remember the magazines, like the Hype magazines, Vibe magazine, like all those hip-hop magazines? I used to get those magazines, and they used to have the cross-color ads in the magazine, right? So here go me looking through all these magazines for the cross-color advertisement that was big enough to look like the real cloth patch that I could possibly put on my shorts, right? Dumb, just dumb. So I found one that was like a good size, cut it out, the purple shorts that my mom bought. Here I go with the glue, y'all. Trying to put the cross colors sign on my shorts so that it looked like it was real cross colors, y'all. And in my mind, I'm thinking that this is gonna work. Like, this is, they gonna think I got cross color shorts. To me, it was a good idea. So I worked on those shorts basically all night. The t-shirt thing, I didn't wear the t-shirt that my mom bought me, but I think I had like another designer t-shirt. I was like, I'll just wear this t-shirt with this. It don't matter because the shorts is what's gonna make it, right? And I had the Bugs Bunny Jordans, right? So, you know, they were like purple, black, and so they would have picked up the colors in the shorts, right? Hype, y'all. Whenever field day came around, I was hyped because I was like, I got my outfit and I'm good to go. Now, this particular day, I remember my mom had to drive me to the bus because we were going on a trip. And it wasn't, you know, you didn't meet at your school, or maybe we did meet at the school, but your parents had to come and, you know, see you off on the bus and all that type of stuff. So my mom thought like I was taking it very well. Hold on, like this thing just turned red. Sorry, you guys. I don't know if it's gonna cut off. Let me stop it and start it again. Yeah, so it stops, I think, after about 23 minutes. All right, so my mom thought that I was taking it very well, that I did not have the, you know, outfit that I wanted. She's like, oh, you're such in a good mood today. I was like, yeah, I'm good, Mom, don't worry. You know, and again, the shirt that I wore was oversized, so it kind of covered my shorts, so she couldn't see that my ass was up all night gluing this paper cross-colored thing onto my shorts, right? She's like, well, I want you to have a great day, and, you know, maybe in the future, you know, sometime we'll get you something cross colors, but now it's not the time, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Mom, yeah, no problem, whatever. Here go me. Walking up to my friends, you know, all hype, thinking they gonna think these are cross color shorts. Everybody is in a good mood that day because you don't go to school. You basically hang out and play sports all day, right? I don't even think my friends noticed, you know, like my immediate friends, like they didn't really say anything, and I didn't say anything, right? But like the more popular kids, like the ones that were always in designer clothes, I remember we had to do like some activity with them, cheerleading, something. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, I got my cross-color shorts, like I'm cool. And I remember lifting up my shirt a little bit, not all the way, so that you could see the cross-color thing, the cross-color sign. Y'all, some girl, I don't even remember who she was, but she called my ass out. And she was like, oh shit. And I'm like, what? She's like, yo, you got on some bootleg cross-color shorts? And of course, everybody comes over and they looking, and I'm like, what you talking about? These ain't bootleg, whatever. She's like, yo, that's bootleg. Like, that's not even a real cross-color thing. Like, yo, is this paper? She's like touching my shorts, right? And I'm like, nah, I bought these like that, right? There's like, yo, should he wear bootleg cross-color shorts? Like, clowning the fuck out of me, right? So my friends are like, oh, you got bootleg cross-color shorts? What if I was like, no, I bought these like this? They were like, oh, okay, all right, well. And then they tried to like take up for me, like, those ain't bootleg, she did buy them like that, whatever. And like I remember the popular girls being like, this is real cross colors, because they had on cross colors. Like, cross colors looks like this. What, these shorts ain't even jean material. What is this? What is this? Like, cross colors, the tag is cloth, whatever, right? And I felt like they were gonna try to rip my glued on cross color. It didn't get that far, because I probably would have fought at that point. But I was kind of crushed, you know, because in my mind I kind of thought like these things would pass for the real cross colors, you know, but they didn't. All day was ruined because everybody found out that I had these damn fake cross color shorts on. And I tried to play it off, you know, like, whatever, this is how I bought them, like, I didn't know, and they was like, nah, son, nah, you put that shit on there, like, you glue it. And then, like, during the day, you know, I was up and down, I was running. It's paper, y'all. The shit was paper. It started to, like, come off, like, the glue started to come off. It was, like, wrinkled, it got wet, so that was even worse, right? And I just remember being on the bus, going back to the school or whatever, and then my friend's like, it'll be all right, one of my other friends was like, why your moms ain't just buy you the shorts? Like, y'all got money. Everybody always think you got money or whatever, because like if you live in a house or whatever. But like I said, my parents were never rich, but they did well, you know, for us. But we didn't, like I said, we didn't get what we wanted. And I was just quiet. Like, I was just like in my mind, like, yo, my fucking reputation is ruined. Like, I'm never going to be able to live this down or whatever. And basically, I remember coming home and just crying, like crying to myself. And my brother, y'all know, rest in peace to my baby brother. He was such a good person, like so supportive of me. And for the longest, he was like in my bedroom, like trying to console me. He didn't know what the hell was wrong with me. He was like, what happened? What happened? I was just like, leave me alone, whatever. And he would just sit there and wait patiently, you know, till I came around. And then eventually when I stopped crying, he's like, so what happened? Or whatever. And I told my brother, I was like, you know, they found out that I didn't have cross colors, and he died laughing. Like, he thought it was the funniest thing or whatever. And he was just like, why didn't you just wear the shorts regular or whatever? And I was like, because I wanted cross colors or whatever. And my brother, like I said, he was like an old soul. Like, he was younger than me, but he was just like such an old soul. And he's like, Crystal, if you don't have stuff that everybody else has, you know, you don't have to try to fit in and whatever. People should like you for you and da-da-da. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. You know, like, but you don't want to hear that shit. Like, that's pre-teen years. You trying to be cool. You trying to fit in. And, you know, it was just a horrible day. And of course, I did not want to go back to school. So eventually, like, I had to tell my mom, and everybody laughed. People in my family clown me. My mom's on the phone telling my aunts, whatever. And then they're like, oh, you're so creative though, because who would have thought to do that or whatever? And I'm like, I don't think the shit is funny. I don't want to hear nothing about me being creative. Like, I got clowned because y'all didn't want to buy me a pair of cross color shorts, you know? Lesson learned, you guys, lesson learned. But yeah, so that's basically my story of me, you know, bootlegging some cross color shorts to try to fit in and all this stuff. But yeah, you know, you live and you learn. And honestly, like, my mom still right away did not go out and get me anything cross color, none of that shit, until Christmas. When Christmas came around that year, I had a lot of cross color stuff, you know, under the tree and whatever. And again, my parents always try to teach us lessons like, you're not gonna get what you want when you want it, even if you think you deserve it. You know, things will come to you in time when it's your time. And I've been a firm believer in that all my life. But you know, you don't, again, when you're in the moment of stuff going wrong for you or not going the way you want it, you're not thinking, oh, in my time, I'm going to get blah, 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 or this is going to happen for me. You're thinking now, I want it, I deserve it, I should have it. And that's how I felt. Like I said, I always had good grades. I was good in school. I was respectful in my household. I did my chores, all that type of stuff. So in my mind, I did all this stuff. I should have what I want. But I didn't, and it was like that for me a lot of times. You know, I never got what I wanted when I thought I should have it, but it always came around eventually, you know. So lesson learned, life lessons, still those lessons apply to my adult life. And shout out to my parents for just being good parents, teaching me things like that from a very young age, you know. And sometimes you got to go through that embarrassment and trying to figure out how can you get the same thing or whatever. And like, although I was embarrassed and for months and months I got made fun of in school, it just made me a stronger person. And I think eventually it was funny, you know, like after a while it was just like, you know, well, I wanted the cross colors, I couldn't get it, so what was the next best thing, you know. And then once I started letting people get to me, stop letting people get to me, they stopped making fun of me, because you can't clown somebody that's secure within themselves. So for a while I wasn't, though, especially after that happened and I felt bad and all this shit, you know, whatever. But when I got to the point where it was like, fuck y'all, like, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I did, this is what happened. My mom's, you know, my parents could have bought me anything they wanted, but it didn't work like that in my household. So I was just like, get over it. Like, I did it. It's done. I don't give a fuck what y'all have to say anymore. And leave me the fuck alone. Because at this point, that's when, you know, somebody gonna get punched in the face. But, you know, once I took up for myself, of course, I don't think I was cursing that much at that point. But I took up for myself and, you know, I said it is what it is. Like, the clown is corny at this point. Let it go. And people started saying, all right, whatever. You got it. And that was it. So thank you guys for listening to my story time of the time I had to bootleg some cross color shorts. I have a lot more story times coming for you guys. Like I said, my life has been a very interesting life, and it continues to be interesting. Thank you for listening, and I hope to bring you guys some more videos very shortly. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my new viewers, people commenting, that sort of thing. I truly appreciate it. As I said, I do this stuff for fun, but I am very appreciative for the people who support me and watch me and share my videos and all that good stuff. I am gonna do a car tour for you guys, but today is like a beautiful day. Tomorrow's supposed to be like a nor'easter, but today's a beautiful day. But I want my car to be clean. Like, it's been snowing, it's been raining, it's a little dirty, so I don't want to do the tour yet until the car is completely clean and I can show you guys everything, you know, fresh and nice. But I do love it. So this is 2 weeks, going on 2 weeks that I've had the car, and I've been driving it every day, and I love it. I love it. So full review coming shortly. And if you guys are in the market for a new car or gonna be soon, I would totally recommend this car. Thank you, love you, and see you soon. Peace.
With all that being said, I actually came across the website Cross Colors. I watched the video, and basically the original founders have reintroduced Cross Colors to this generation. So I just came to the website to check it out, and let's see. So hoodies, let's check out the hats. Y'all know I'm a collector of hats. Let's see what they have. Alright, so yeah, this was like back in the day. These were definitely the thing to have. I'm loving $40. Why is this $40? Is this leather? Oh, that's metal. Oh, I like this one. Oh, this one got a C on it. Oh, damn, it's sold out. Yes, baby. See, it says since 1980 something. I can't see the date. Sold out, man. Alright, hold on. Let's see what else they have. These are the old school buckets. That one's sold out. They got the beanies. It's getting nice now. I don't need no beanies. Let's see what they got in the military section. These are kind of cool. This is a jacket. $138. The prices are not terrible. I like this one right here. Let's check this one out. The nylon like bomber jacket. $198. I actually just ordered a navy Nassau bomber jacket. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. This one is cool. It's different. I like stuff like this. That's different. With the patches. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm actually glad I stumbled upon this. Let's see what else they got. Blanks. What's blanks? Oh, just plain tees. Yeah, no, I'm not spending $20-something for no plain tees. Well, accessories. Let's see what accessories they have. Oh, they got a cross colors mug. I should get that. Air freshener for the car. This is very cool. I'm like reliving my childhood right now. I love it. Alright, you guys, I just wanted to share that with you, that cross colors is still around. Like, I thought that it was gone. Now I can afford to buy my own cross colors. Retro reissues. Let's see what this is. Sorry, you guys, I'm just super hype right now. Trying to see if I could find that white cross cuts. Yes, y'all. This is exactly what I was talking about in my video. But it was a t-shirt. This hoodie right here. How I told y'all I had the big cross colors thing in the middle. Well, here's the t-shirt in yellow. $38. It was like $20-something back then in the 90s. Oh gosh, I'm about to freaking order a bunch of stuff. Love sees no color. I love this stuff. It's just positive. I don't think back then I knew the whole concept behind cross colors, but I love it. Look at this one. Similar. Stop the violence. I love this, love this, love this. Look, 1991 cross color. Oh, look at this one. This is the exact color of my shorts that I wanted. That purple color right there. This is it. This is the shirt that I was willing to freaking do anything for to get. It was white, just like this, with the big cross color thing, and on the side, it had the red and green. Bringing me back. They about to get some of my money. Not yet, but I'm gonna order some stuff. Oh, look at this hoodie. Oh man, everything I want is sold out. I'm not cool. They got the TLC. These are cool. I like TLC, but I don't need to get a t-shirt from them. Alright, you guys, you'll definitely be seeing a haul coming soon for me of whatever I purchased from Cross Colors. Laters.